Thanks for listening. This is Brian Hurley from Business Performance Improvement. The podcast Lean Six Sigma Bursts are short lessons, comments, Q&A, and insights. If you have a question, send your question through the Anchor app, and we might feature you on a future episode. Or contact me at biz-pi.com. One of the questions I get asked often is, what if my management doesn't have support for our Lean or Six Sigma or continuous improvement program? What am I supposed to do? The first piece of advice I'd give, and I got this from Jack Welch at a conference that I attended where he was speaking, and someone asked the same question, and he told them to leave and go somewhere else. So that's one approach. You can always look for a job somewhere else where they do support this type of initiative. So to do that, you first have to commit that you're going to go for the long-term approach, and this can take multiple years of effort. So you have to first decide, are you willing to do that? Because it's a lot of work. But the benefits of doing that and the rewards that might come with that and the satisfaction of transforming an organization are very high. So I feel like it's worthwhile to at least give it a shot. The first thing I would do is figure out where the big key problems are, and then get involved, get engaged somehow. Figure out if you can go help in that area, or get reassigned over there, or volunteer or offer your help to the people working in that area. And you got to show that you're going to be there for the long haul. You're not dropping in, giving a couple tips and then walking away. So really commit and show that you're here for the long run and you're going to help them address or fix that potential issue that's going on. So next you would do is bring your skills to the table and try and add as much value as you possibly can. Look for ways that you can teach people some of the methods you've learned. Show by example. Ask good questions, and just be present over and over again. Sometimes you'll get assigned to run that project, and that's great. They'll give you good experience. And that first project will be really critical. You got to make that one successful so that you can share and communicate the success of that project, and that's what's going to be the catalyst for other projects to start up and for people to pay attention and notice. But that's a really important element, is that first project success has to be really well communicated out. Doesn't mean it's going to take off right away, but it will set a really strong foundation for future efforts. Then you might be able to conduct a class and teach some basic things to other groups who might be interested. That will slowly start to pick up momentum, and maybe you'll get assigned to a second project or a third project. And the people who are on the initial project, we want to figure out ways to help them move on to another area, another project, another problem. And that's where it'll start to scale up. And eventually, someone will take notice. And like I said, it could be a year, 2 years, 3 years. But if you keep at it, the word will spread and people will start to pay attention. And the management in those areas hopefully will start to explain, this is how we got there. This is what we did. This is what we learned. And slowly that will start to grow, and you'll get opportunities to present that project and have an audience with higher level management. And then after a few successes and you still aren't seeing the progress, then I might consider other options. Other options might include just stay focused on the job that you have and wait for management to change over, or eventually come around to that initiative and then you can re-engage at that point. I struggle a little bit with doing something like that because I don't want to just wait around. I'd rather do something proactive. So that leads us to the third option, which is to just focus on your own area. What is your current role, and how can you apply Lean and Six Sigma methods to that role? Look at the things you're responsible for. Look at how can you standardize the workflow that you follow? How can you be responsive to your internal customers? How can you solve problems in your area and share those successes? Or start practicing these methods at home. A lot of these things apply to your personal life. And you can check out lean6sigmahomes.com for lots of great examples on that. But just practice at home and then share that with others at your work, as you feel comfortable. And say, we could do something like this. Here's what I did in my kitchen. Here's what I did in my bathroom or my storage area or my garage. And we could do something here at work just like that. So just make improvements and apply what you know to real life situations and share those and maybe someone will hear about it or get an audience, or it'll trigger some excitement from someone, and you never know where those can lead. This proves to the organization that these approaches and methods are effective and can work. So those are a couple different options you have. So the first one is, don't wait around, just go find a different job where they do support this and they can give you the support you need. The other one is to commit to making the changes and trying to get the organization to move in that direction through success stories. The third is to just hang out and wait and see if something will change, and then get involved when you see that the momentum's going in a certain direction that you like. But I'd also suggest, as number 4, is to try and implement some of these ideas in your own area, the area that you have influence over, or in your own personal life, where you definitely have complete oversight and control over. And then slowly kind of introduce and share some of these things you're doing, and maybe that will catch the attention of someone. Or you can contact me through my website at biz-pi.com. Want to better organize your work area or bring 5S methods into your organization? Check out the 5S guide from Creative Safety Supply. You also get 3 free bonuses. Bonus number 1, free 5S poster. Bonus number 2, free 5S PowerPoint. And bonus number 3, free 5S audit card. Go to leansixsigmaforgood.com/5S for the free downloads. They also provide floor tape markings, labels, signs, foam tool organizers, red tags, label printers, and other organization tools. Make sure you use code BPI at checkout to save 10%.